Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. And nothing tips off a
Kevin, thanks very much.
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with Howard, and it's Rondo in at the 1. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Young and Carter are the big men inside, and it's Valentine in at the 3 slot.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, C-Web, he gets scorching hot. Can completely take over a game.
Oh, GA, you know it. And last year, LaVine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by the Splash Brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when LaVine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable. What concentration from the big man right there. Carter Jr., I mean, he's experienced at converting difficult baskets.
In the corner, it's James. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And Young kicks to Valentine. Lets a floater go. Good D by Howard. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. LeBron outside. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, obviously we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you've now gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You can make that case, no doubt about it, because that's you're still thinking you can be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
Chicago shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
We saw the incredible potential of Kobe White during his rookie season. Remember, he hit 7 3-pointers in a single quarter less than a month into his pro career. Come on, that's unreal. One of the guys who only has one mode, I mean, aggressive and explosive presence at all times.
Outside, White. There's the dish to Levine. Over Green. Levine can't hit. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 2. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And a lot of it is moving without the ball. When you do that, things tend to open up.
White against Rondo. White, good. White's got 7.
There's a certain level of fearlessness we see from White, not fazed by that contact on the shot.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, some highs and lows for Kobe White in his rookie season. But you can see the upside he possesses, Kevin. White can get hot and fill it up in a hurry.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen, he's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Young. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Satoransky's subbed in for Kobe White.
And you want Kuzma to keep doing this, working on becoming more effective with his ball control.
And with White, how about a 23-point quarter early in his NBA career?
White's numbers were pretty bad overall. But with that huge quarter he had, the streaky shooting, you can see what lies ahead for him.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Levine against Caldwell Pope. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Now the pass to Porter. Back to Satoransky. 1:33 left to play here in the first. The Lakers have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Here's LeBron, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen. That one, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Morris. Back to Caldwell Pope. In the corner, it's Morris. Pass to McGee. Here's Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss. Bulls have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fast break. The Lakers floats it up for James. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, what a crazy connection right there. James knowing when to fly towards the rim. Amazing at completing these alley-oops.
Here's Levine. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Rondo with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The layup off target.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He totaled 14. And recently we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what he...
You know, we should have energy. We should be out playing the other team.
Craig trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Kuzma slams it in.
So long, so mobile. I love watching Kuzma get out on the break and execute like this.
Bulls trail by 5. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. And Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, his timing is never going to happen.
Passes it to Rondo. Back to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And White kicks to center Anston. And the Bulls with another miss. Lakers leading by 7. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop.
Oh, man, I love Davis's ability to read the floor. He's improving his ability to create for others.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Rondo passes to Howard. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Howard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. For Chicago, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's White. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
But like most guards, White is his best attacking the rim. It can lead to some free throws.
And so he hits both.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness, whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens. He's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
Rondo finds Green. Out to Kuzma. Over Porter. Kept alive. Here's Davis. Young with the steal. Valentine with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Down low. And then Porter with the jam.
With noteworthy length and jumping ability. Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim.
And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Young's shot is off. Lakers leading by 7. Rondo passes to Green. Inside, here's Davis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Bulls have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. White against Davis. And Davis sends it back. And he's able to get it back.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Rajon Rondo on the line. It goes on Denzel Valentine. Chicago making some changes. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Young, and Levine subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. James is checked in. Levine inside the 3-point line, and he can't stop the run as he misses. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
And that's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen, not at this level.
And finished off by LeBron.
And the way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 14-point game. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
Hutchison passes to Valentine. And a miss there on the triple.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No. This has gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Green against Levine. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Davis kicks to James. And they double up James. Pass to Howard. Three-pointer on the way. But they'll get another chance. They kick it out to Green. Beyond the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 6th assist on the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
12 seconds left in the first half. In the corner, Valentine with it. 6 to shoot. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Got it off in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 27 points and 7. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls, Young and Carter are the big men inside. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Valentine in at the 3, the small forward.
This is what makes AD so special. His ability to score on the drive, even with the contact.
And here are the Bulls now. And here is Valentine. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Young against Davis. Young pass to Levine for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
And they double up James. Here's Howard, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Howard's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Green against Levine. That one goes. Count it. He's got 12.
Oh, Levine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to go.
Los Angeles calls timeout. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Porter's checked in for Valentine.
mean, having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
Levine, good.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Caldwell Pope against Porter. Morris kicks to James. Morris trying to free himself up, lays it up and banks it in. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
And James is super strong, incredible at powering through the defense.
Satoransky against Rondo. Bean passes to Young. Rebounded by the Lakers. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Satoransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
LeBron outside. Over Levine. Another shot. And the layup good by McGee. McGee's got his second basket of the night.
But see, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
Levine double team. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And that's when a double team hurts the defense. I mean, when they're guarding a player smart enough to pass out of it and find the man left alone.
Morris finds Caldwell Pope. Porter with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got his first bucket in this one.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Levine wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Levine's got 7 points for the quarter.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Well, the scouting report for Satoransky is this: if he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
The Lakers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight, 6 of 9 to be exact.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on D as well.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Young. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter, and it's White in for Satoransky. Lakers leading by 17. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets brain trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Bradley can't get it to go. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Fires the 3, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Carter against McGee. LeBron dishes to McGee. And it's Chicago with the rebound. White's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Morris inside. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by White.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
And that one, good.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 12. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth, they've got Howard. Caldwell Pope out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Green in at the small forward.
Big body inside. I mean, Carter Jr. uses his physical advantage as well to pick up fouls.
Carter hits them both.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
Bradley kicks to Green. The pass to Howard. Doesn't go for him. And it's Chicago the other way.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, G.A., and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Bradley passes to Morris. On the wing, Green. And it's sent back by Carter.
Wendell Carter Jr., 6'11", able to use his great length to get the block right there.
High post shot. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Valentine.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait. And Avery Bradley, still a solid player for this team. You know, maybe not in his prime, but still defensively, he's a difference maker.
Yeah, G.A., I mean, injuries have slowed Bradley down over the years, but he still has some great footwork. He's physical on defense. He's undersized, but he can match up with either guard spot.
Chicago making a switch here. Young's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Davis is checked in for Morris. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The kick out to Young. Over Davis. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Thaddeus Young. On the wing, Green. Light covering. Green passes to Howard. Green dishes to Howard. Bradley with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. Levine looking around, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The athleticism of Levine, it makes him a hard guy to cover. I mean, he loves getting the contact.
And he can't get the first one. James checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Avery Bradley. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Rondo passes to LeBron. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's just superb concentration despite getting hit. James is just excellent at scoring through contact.
Bulls making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. Bulls trail by 9. Here's Valentine. Good work there as it goes. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's blocked, and they get it back. Howard kicks to Rondo. And LeBron throws it down.
And the ball handling moves of James are sensational, effortlessly slicing through the D with his quickness.
So it's Chicago now. Outside, White. To the wing right side. The 3 from Valentine. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Carter with the bucket.
The defense just handed White that assist, and he smartly feeds a wide open shooter.
Timeout called the Lakers. let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Bulls trail by 11. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Levine's checked in for Chicago.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot from 12. And the shot is long. Chicago's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the Bulls with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 11. Back to James. And he slams it down right on the top of Thaddeus.
Oh, come on. Hall of Fame, athleticism, and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
Carter outside. Pass to Valentine. Young right side. Back to Valentine. And again, Chicago. No good. The Lakers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Davis finds Rondo. Rejected by Young, but they recover it. And they double up LeBron. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 17 points here in the second half.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And like the physicality he brings to the floor, outstanding at drawing fouls while shooting.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Dwight Howard.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Puts up a 3. The shot by Satoransky, no good. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Now here's Satoransky, and Davis sends it back. Lets it fly, drops it in.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony.